We came all the way to Curacao to see the same exact flowers we have in our backyard. Oh, Florida, how I miss thee.
Hey guys, welcome back to Professional Weekenders YouTube channel. Today we're in Curacao on our Southern Caribbean cruise with Royal Caribbean's Mariner of the Seas. Today we're going to go out and we're going to have a short excursion. We're going to see all the different highlights there is to see on the island and get some fun beach time. So it's going to be a whole lot of fun, so stick around and check it out. Let's go.
Let's go. Alright guys, so like we said, we're here in Curacao. Super excited to be here. And unfortunately it's a little overcast, but I think our skin is going to be thankful for that later. We are super sunburnt even though we wore sunscreen the last 2 days. But yeah, should be a good time. We have to be downstairs and off the boat in about 30 seconds, so we're gonna do that real quick. But we're gonna show you all the cool things you can see here, and yeah, have fun. Ready?
Yeah.
Alright, let's go. Hopefully today I can find a t-shirt or a hat. And here we go, guys. So the water looks beautiful, a little deeper blue than I think yesterday. I think that's like the main port area where we can find some souvenirs. I don't really see any shopping, but that's okay. I think we're gonna go over that bridge later, and yeah, but overcast day, so hopefully it doesn't rain.
I'll tell you what though, that water never gets old.
I know, I was just saying, that's the most beautiful water. Honestly, I think I like the water here even more than I did in Bonaire and Aruba.
I like it a little bit more blue. It's kind of more turquoise, but again,
Yeah.
I think it's probably just because it's overcast a bit.
Yeah.
I think it changes depending on the weather.
Yep. Alright, we're gonna miss our excursion. We gotta go.
Let's go.
One thing I do want to point out is that we are actually in Curacao for only a few hours. Our back on board time is 2:30. Is that right?
Yeah.
It's 2:30, so we're not gonna have a ton of time on the island.
About 7 hours if
But-
you left this morning.
Okay, but I think long enough to be able to
Probably 6 hours now.
see the highlights, and then yeah, we're gonna head on downstairs. Alright guys, so we are in the port right now, and yeah, we're gonna check our tickets, and then we're gonna be on here. They gave us some handbands. What do you call those? Wristbands. Armbands, wristbands. And yeah, so we're gonna be hopping on the bus. I heard we're already at 2 buses. We are literally like last in line, so we'll see about getting a nice spot.
Yeah, everywhere else has just been a mob of people for some reason.
Yeah.
On day 3, we decided to do an orderly line.
Yeah, so here we are. Alright guys, so we're on the bus. I feel so bad for some people. They were taking the trolley tour of Curacao, and it sounds like the trolley is broken, so sorry. And we're also told that like all of the other excursions are completely blocked, so I feel so bad for those people.
Yeah, well, I think probably what your best option is in that point is to walk to the end of the pier where they have the independent tours.
You can't vouch for those experiences, but
Yeah, well, they were saying the one was like a 2-hour highlights tour, like 2 hours you're booking it.
yeah, you're not getting out of the bus.
Yeah, I definitely would prefer to stick with one of the Royal Caribbean.
Yeah.
I definitely would prefer to stick with one of the Royal Caribbean
Verified.
tours. But if you had no other options, it's probably what your best bet is.
Yeah. So the bus is comfy. Different experience than when we were in Aruba. Poor Lewis though, his legs are.
I don't fit.
He doesn't fit. He's just too tall. I'm being 5'4". I fit just like perfectly. So.
There we are, the island of Curacao, 40 miles north of Venezuela. Crown, as we call it, with the history in motion. Now we go back across the St. Anthony, the 2 parts of that is the face of Curacao. So I call it, because if you Google Curacao, you will see the Handelskade, meaning the commerce key. So here is your ship like a toy. You can just touch, just there, at the Mega Pier 1. This is the capital of Curacao. I will stand over here, so this couple can also enjoy the view. You like it? Look at those monuments, the tiled roofs. That is very Dutchy, because the Dutch ships, they brought with them the tiles and also Dutch river clay bricks as ballast in their ships. And they took home the salt in return for the ballast in their ships. Salt they needed to preserve their area. You see the Queen Emma Bridge now? It is closing. When we were driving over there, the bridge was open, but now it is closing. You see it? At the end of the Queen Emma Bridge, here at your left, there is a small yellow house. There, the bridge is being operated by 2 ship engines.
Alright guys, first stop is the Curacao factory. Fun fact, didn't know this, apparently Curacao is made from oranges that were, from the Willemstad orange, that were unable to grow here due to the climate. Apparently the Spanish brought it over from Spain, and bingo bango, nothing grows here. These oranges don't grow here. These Willemstad oranges don't grow here. So.
Sounds like we should probably do the same with the oranges in our backyard because they don't grow worth the crap either.
I know, we have oranges that don't grow.
So my guests, here we are standing in front of the Valencia orange tree. 3 of them, not bearing fruits. Now the fruit stayed like that, I explained, like a lemon.
So what's pretty interesting, guys, is that the Curacao bottles are actually have a texture on them that's like an orange peel, and they said that is how you know the early one. It looks like Curacao on it, and it'll be
round bottle.
Yeah, round bottle that feels like an orange peel, not the tall one, exactly. Alright guys, so here are the different types of Curacao that they make here and the different flavors. So I think the blue one is the one that I think we're all used to, but these are all different flavors, that sort of thing. And yes, they do Curacao tastings here. Unfortunately, well, we don't drink, so we went off before taking it back. However, if I harken back to my college days, definitely can kind of sort of remember what that tastes like. But they do have a gift shop, so we're gonna pop in there and see what we can see in there. So Lewis also found this stuff that he is convinced is the cure-all for everything now. So apparently it's one product that does 10 things. So he's gonna get some and let you know.
Maybe when you get hot later, we'll cool you down with it.
Okay.
Or maybe I won't share with you because you're being mean to me right now.
I'm not being mean, I'm the skeptic. Apparently, Senor is the one and only authentic Curacao. So maybe there's other places where they make Curacao, but this is the only authentic one. So, fun fact.
Good to know.
Good to know. What did you buy?
Alright, so for $10, Christine got a snack. Because somebody didn't want to wake up and get breakfast.
No, I was tired. I wanted to sleep.
I got the spray cool down lotion, one bottle, 10 uses. We're going to try them all. And I got the soap. It's menthol weighted, so maybe next time I get sick, we'll try this soap. And I think that'll help open things up.
Alright.
What?
Yeah, we have nothing over there.
1 hour later.
It's a filler with fresh water, so if you want to wash.
Alright guys, so we are hanging out at the beach. I think I'm still a little over the sun. So while it is overcast, I may want to get in the water today. Maybe I will for like a second, but right now I think I'm just going to probably try to stay dry. Lewis is out there, they're living his best life. So hopefully he'll be able to see something cool for you guys on the GoPro. But yeah, so far I had a really great time. While it is overcast, so it is a bit warm. It is 81 degrees currently. So yeah, I think I'm just going to hang out and maybe read my book that I bought on my phone. And yeah, just kind of enjoy the hour or so we have here. None of the shops are open behind us yet, so maybe we'll be able to get something on the way out, but if not, that's okay too. Alright guys, so here is the view from our chairs. We're in the second row. It's so really nice. Nice little protected area here. The beach is pretty quiet in terms of crashing waves. But just past there you can kind of see where the waves are crashing over the rocks. And then way out, oh, maybe not. Out there you can see our cruise ship.
Just got to the beach in Curacao.
Yeah, we're at Mambo Beach Club or Relax Beach Club. So,
Relax Beach Club.
Yep. So,
You're relaxing?
Nah, I'm trying to.
It is beautiful, but I wish it was less overcast. I think the water would be even more
I'm actually fine
blue.
because I am sunburned.
Yeah. Alright, so here's a nice little overview of our lagoon. It's still definitely seawater. You can see it coming in, but they've got these rocks kind of separating it from the rest of the open ocean. I guess that's to maybe break up the waves or keep other sea creatures out. The water is super clear though. I mean, look how clear that is. You can definitely see straight through it. So a little chilly today. Definitely kind of overcast. Ready to get in, splash around a bit. Yeah, it's real cold. Hoping it's one of those things you get in there and it warms up, you know, you get used to it. It's chilly. Alright, so it's a neat little beach resort. I mean, of course the water is beautiful. I know I keep saying it, but it's true. Super like aquamarine green, super clear too. You can see, I don't know, 40 feet or so underwater pretty easily. There is a little bit of coral here built up on the seawall, but not a whole lot. It's not really, you know, a snorkeling kind of area. I think it's more just for people hanging out, relaxing. I think this is a man-made, well, yeah, it's man-made seawall, and some just so happens that coral started growing there. There's a couple fish in there. Saw a few parrotfish, a couple tangs and sheep's heads, you know, those sorts of things. Nothing too exciting. The parrotfish, you know, they're always super colorful. Love those. So keep swimming around a bit, see if I can find anything else, but I think that's pretty much the extent of it. That was pretty neat. I don't know if they came across the camera, but there was like dozens of those bluefish. They were all going crazy. Must have been trying to eat something. I don't know, it looked like a little piece of seaweed or something and broken free. But they're just all over the place. I wanted to swim in there, but it looked pretty shallow. I don't want to get hit by one of these rocks. But that was cool.
There's Lewis being Lewis. Doing Lewis things. Bebopping in the water. And he was not looking good. And he's on me. Wasn't able to get away from him so easily. Lewis being another friend. I love that about him. He can make friends with anybody. Bless him. Alright guys, and we're gonna head over to the shop. Lewis is done swimming. He said he didn't see anything super exciting in the water. Some coral, that was about it.
Yeah, I talked about it on the GoPro.
Oh, okay. All right,
you
cool.
have some footage of that.
Okay, good. Alright, so we're gonna head over to the shops and see what we can buy. I'm ready for a souvenir.
Alright.
Let's go. Alright, well that wraps up our beach day here in Curacao. So we're gonna hopefully hit some more highlights on the way back and then maybe do some shopping on our own and head back to the ship.
Yep, and that'll be chow time.
Yeah, I'm ready for lunch. I'm hungry. I didn't eat breakfast. I only ordered 6 Oreos.
I ate breakfast, but yeah, I'm getting hungry too.
Yeah. I'm gonna come all the way to Curacao to see the same exact flowers we have in our backyard. Oh, Florida, how I miss thee. Most days.
Wooden houses, small houses, and they date back from the time of the Shell refinery. Yes, the Shell came to Curacao in 1915 and left in 1985. So many of these houses, the wooden houses, were from the laborers from the islands here in the surroundings, like Trinidad and Tobago. Emma Bridge. You know, these bridges, we need them because if you are in the inner city and you want to come to this part, you don't drive all the way round. So you can cross easily those small bridges. This painting is called the 3 o'clock romance. Most of the buildings, they have very nice adornments on the facades. The more adornments the buildings had, the richer the family was. The ocean, a few ships. Far away, you can't see the mountains of Venezuela today, but the houses along the coast in Chitamay. Well, the time went very fast. Very soon we will be at the pier to drop you off. If you have questions, just let me know. Did you enjoy this tour? Yes? You know, in the past we would say thumbs up if you liked it. Nowadays you can visit TripAdvisor, Instagram, you can give your review of the ship, so just tell them.
Hi guys, just got off the bus here. It was the Fiesta Tours. Overall, pretty good tour. We're going to try to walk over to the shopping area, see if we can pick up some other things. Yeah, see what else we can get into. We have about 2 hours. We have to be back on the bus, or back on the boat rather.
Bus.
Yeah.
Bus boat.
Bus boat. Bus boat.
Sea boat.
Sea boat, sea bus. All right, so we're gonna see how far we can get in about an hour, and then, you know, try to make sure we're back. So, all right, see what we can find. I think Liz wants to get a selfie in front of the Dutch buildings. So, let's go see if we can find some of them, and maybe we'll get a snack. Maybe we'll get some more souvenirs. A whole block of cheese. A whole block of cheese. I wonder if you're gonna pay tax on that. Hey, we found some clocks. Look at these guys. Very Dutch.
Alright, so the Dutch shoes, the wooden shoes, are called sabots. Well, they're clogs, but the Dutch term is sabots. And that's actually where the word sabotage comes from. The story behind that is during the Industrial Revolution, there was a worker or labor, strike, uprising, revolt. And in order to get back at the companymen, what they would do is they would take their sabots, those shoes, and they would throw them into the mechanics, the machinery, and it would destroy the machinery, thereby sabotaging the machinery. So that's where the word sabotage comes from.
Yeah, but then you have a shoe.
They just go cut down a tree and make another one, I guess.
I don't think that's how any of that works, but I'll take your story.
It's not how you work.
Not how I work. I would not be throwing a shoe in a machine.
Well, yeah,
because
you have nice expensive shoes. They had wooden shoes. I can't imagine those are comfortable.
But I thought those were so expensive. Because shoes have always been expensive.
Yeah, you want some wooden shoes?
I mean, I might try them on.
Yeah. Well, maybe if you're fighting for better rights.
Right? So yeah, I might do it. I'm a revolutionary. I might do that.
All right.
Speaking of revolutionary, I just want to go soul shopping.
Oh boy. Seeing those everywhere now all of a sudden, and apparently I went 35 years without ever seeing them, and all of a sudden now there's everywhere. So this is super neat. This is Riff Fort. It's an old fort built by the Dutch, and apparently now it's the Renaissance Hotel. I love this wall and these big gates and everything. Look how thick these walls are. Crazy thick. Okay, and apparently we do go through this way to get to the floating bridge. I love all the colors here. These palm trees are massive. Yeah, well, there's people walking across the bridge now.
Yeah. But you see that it's moving? It's not connected.
I think they close. I think they're opening it because it swings this way, and it's closed. Yeah. So I think we can open it now. Yeah. But yeah, I tell you what though, with all these forts and like the Dutch buildings and stuff, you really could feel. Yeah, I mean it's darn close to being in the Netherlands. Just way warmer.
Holland, because we're technically in the Netherlands.
Yeah, the Holland, right? As we discussed yesterday.
You're gonna take me to Holland one day, right?
Sure, if you want to go.
I want to go see the tulips and the windmills.
All right, we can do that. But yeah, also too, I love all the interesting bridges. That was one of the great things about Holland, anyways. But then to see it here in the Caribbean too, this is spectacular.
So even though we were just right across from, the bridge and those shops over there, we do see like a little pop-up shop for tourists. So we can do it here, some shopping here. We also can do the shopping over by the port, which I'm sure we'll check out some of that stuff too. So yeah, pretty cool. In true Lewis fashion, he made more friends. Let's do friends today. I think he's at his max. Hi.
Hi.
Did you find something good?
Yeah.
What did you find?
I did get a license plate. I don't. It's not like I collect license plates from everywhere I go, but it seems to be a thing down here in the ABC Islands. And since I already had one from Aruba and Bonaire, might as well complete the set. It's pretty cool.
Because we're not collecting any more license plates anywhere else we go. So like we're done. We're out of license plate.
They're hard to find. Like I've never seen that anywhere else that they just sell them.
Yeah.
But more so, what I was like I said, my bigger collection is I love to collect foreign currency. So here we got the guilders.
Yeah, that's another note.
Yeah, so they used to use guilders in Holland as well before they switched to the euro.
Hey, flamingo. That's
now they
mine.
only use these here in basically just in Curacao.
Oh, Curacao.
So, Curacao, yeah, sorry.
Curacao.
But yeah, these are great. I love those. I love the flamingo one. That's fantastic.
Yeah, it's pretty.
So very cool. I'm excited about that. I'm good.
I can tell.
Let's
now,
go.
Now I get to buy some things now, right? It's my turn to buy things now?
Yeah,
okay.
let's go.
All right, okay.
Alright, here's a good close-up look at this floating bridge. So it's amazing. The whole thing looks like little boats, but there's really just a couple engines at the end that open this, and the whole thing just swings open. It allows ships to pass through, but it's only for pedestrian traffic. Okay, so we're crossing the bridge here, and you can definitely feel it. It's swaying. The whole thing's like.
Low bridge to high bridge.
Yeah, that's a beautiful bridge back there though too. I forget what the name of all these bridges were.
I think that's the...
They're named after different members of the Dutch family.
Yeah.
But this is super cool though. So here's a good look at the engine. You can see the propeller down under the water. There's a big old diesel engine that pushes this thing. And it's operated by this little house here. And then a flag at the top is what tells you how long the bridge is going to be open. So I believe they said blue means it's going to be open for 45 minutes. And orange would be just quick. And I tell you what, if it wasn't just for the heat and the colors, this could totally be in any of the alleys in Amsterdam. It looks exactly like it.
Hi guys, we found our souvenirs. I will say the higher quality t-shirts here are a little bit more expensive than I would say probably in the US, but I find that softer shirts are nicer on the skin, so pay more.
Alright, we're still on the older part of the city, but here comes the ferry. When the bridge is open, you can see the bridge is open. It's kind of cantilevered all the way open, and then when the bridge is open, they offer this ferry service for free back and forth. So no need to wait for the bridge, you can just take the ferry. But yeah, there was a large boat that just steamed on through down here. And it looks like they probably come fairly often, considering that's all like the industrial area back there. But here, yeah, here you can get a pretty good look at the way this bridge opens and closes. Yeah, so you can see there's basically just two boat engines on either side, two diesel engines. I guess one goes forward, one goes backwards. But the propeller's in the water on the end there. It's pretty neat.
So I thought I did this. I didn't realize it was a swinging bridge.
You were wrong.
Not all the time.
Yeah, see, there's people standing out there on it, so there's nothing stopping you from being out there while it's opening.
Hey guys, so if you're interested in taking a picture in front of the Curacao sign, here's where it is. Let's see, you would just go down that street and hang a left, and that's where the swinging bridge would be.
We're in the Old Town.
Old Town.
Yeah, the point, I forget what they call that in the local language.
Yeah, the point. Okay. Alright.
Right in the middle of downtown, all the squares.
Yeah, and we took some selfies and some pictures, so if any of them are good, I'll put them in here.
Looks like they're doing love locks here too, next to the bridge, but they get these special statues of the hearts here, so you can attach your lock there, so that way you're not weighing down the bridge. Because honestly, a lot of those locks, too many of the locks on bridges, does a lot of damage. Yeah. So here they got a specific place for them. I'm sure they come around every couple months and just cut them all off.
And we know there's so much more to Curacao than just what we saw. So hopefully whenever we come back the next time, we'll be able to see more different exciting parts of the island. So definitely looking forward to coming back and seeing the rest of the island. Maybe we'll get a beach house. Maybe we'll stay in the hotel. Who knows? But
yeah, it's one of the larger islands too, in the ABC Islands too. So yeah. I think there's way more to see than what we did. Yeah. You know, especially if you get outside the city.
Yep. All right. Back to the boat.
So we're gonna climb up the fort. It's a UNESCO World Heritage Site.
Okay.
Looks like the whole thing's made out of old coral. Check out these bricks here on the ground too. It's pretty neat. From one fort to the other, I salute you. Fire the cannons. We could have a heck of a snowball fight from there.
Thinking of all of the colors that we've seen so far, this teal one right there, my favorite color. Yeah, the pink one down there is kind of cool too. Alright guys, so you're on top of the fort right now. This is pretty cool, very breezy, very shady. I'm liking it. What do you think, babe?
Yeah, unfortunately I think for the soldiers that were stationed here, this didn't exist back then.
Yeah, there probably wasn't here, so it probably was hot.
They're wearing metal helmets.
Oh my goodness. But even that this is like a port, right? And an inlet, that water is just so clear. Huh. So if you guys have ever been in Curacao before, other than maybe just like cruising for the day, let us know down below where you guys have been, what you guys have done in Curacao. We'd love to come back and experience the rest of the island. I know this is the biggest of the three. that we visited. So we feel like Aruba had a lot of things to do. Bonaire definitely had some like dive things to do. But here we really don't know much about it other than, you know, the capital, Willemstad. So yeah, let us know in the comments.
So there are these old stairs that are verboten. Yeah, but that's not what they say. They say betreden. Betreden is Dutch. Forbidden. Nice view of the ship and the pool. What's that? Which hotel they say this was?
I don't know. Maybe we'll sit here.
I don't know. The Renaissance over on Aruba is pretty cool too. Maybe we'd have to do a couple days on each. But yeah, they got their own little nice beach there.
But I think this is the Renaissance too.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Okay. Definitely seems like the Renaissance has the better hotels that we've seen.
Yeah.
Both islands.
Mm-hmm.
It really wasn't much on Bonaire, but on these two, Curacao and Aruba, the Renaissance hotels look like the ones to stay at.
Yeah.
All right, but comment down below. Let us know what your favorite place to stay at is in the ABC Islands. We'd love to know.
Alright, I'm telling you guys, sea legs are like a real thing. So this entire fort is made of brick and stone and mortar, and I'm telling you, I still feel like I'm on the open ocean. When does that go away? I feel like it's been around all 3 days. So I think that is the Infinity Beach Club that we just were peeking at. Looks to be a sign, and then part of the Renaissance, I guess.
Yeah.
So perhaps you can get a day pass here. That's kind of cool. That tugboat is saying, "Get on to my port, Royal Caribbean. You've overstayed your welcome." We gotta go. Ah, big old boat coming in. All them storage facility. Oh, we call them storage containers. I almost said storage facilities. Those two. Shipping containers. Yeah, we know things. We're smart.
Alright guys, so here's your pro tips for Curacao. I'd say number one is the downtown shopping district of Curacao is a bit of a walk from where the cruise ship port is. It's a little bit different than the other ABC islands. So in this case, you're probably going to be looking at about a mile walk. So you need the extra time for that, and also you need to be able-bodied enough to make that walk if you want to come shopping in the downtown district. But it is well worth it. Shopping down here is fantastic. The architecture is amazing, spectacular, and I don't think there's anywhere else in the Caribbean or in the world that has architecture quite like this. Pro tip number two is do take a moment to stop and enjoy some of the bridges. The Dutch are world famous for their bridges and their control of water, and even here in the Caribbean, it's the same thing. The bridges are spectacular. Many of them look just like, as intriguing as the ones I saw over in Holland, and they all open in their own little unique way, and they all have their own little different designs, and each one of them is unique and they're spectacular. And pro tip number three is if the bridge that we are standing on right now is open and you are unable to cross from one side to the other, they do have a free ferry just down the river here that will take you from one side to the other so you don't get stuck on one side. So that's going to do it for us today. Remember to like, share, comment, subscribe. Let us know in the comments below what you think of Curacao. I thought it was fantastic. I definitely want to come back here someday. And with that being said, we're out of here, so we'll see you next weekend.
One thing I do want to point out is that we are actually in... Hang on.
Now they play Michael Jackson.
Don't touch me because of sunburn.
All right, well, I'm trying to keep you from walking out.
I'm not... I know. I saw the street. I'm socially aware. Thank you. Okay, here we go. All right, do you want to hear that?
You think I'm just using too much footage?
Yes.
This is the Bancomat. They've got these special, what do you call those? Sculptures? Statues. So they got these special statues. Okay, they got these I'm trying to remember what they all were now.
Oh my god.
Alright, super windy. I don't know if I can, it's just gonna come across as a jungle. I'll tell you the story of Sabos later.
Alright guys, so we are on the bus. You hear it.
All about money, all about money. I don't know all the words of this song.
So I don't know if I ever showed you guys our next tally animal. I'm gonna call this the annoyed aardvark. And there's Lewis blowing his nose. That's nice.